Hello everyone, my name is Brandon Hogue, and for my web tech presentation, I've chosen to concentrate on database development. What is a database? Databases are any collection of data, information, that is specially organized for rapid search and retrieval by a computer. Once in the computer database, they are structured so you can store the information, retrieve it, modify it, and at the end you can either choose to delete it or keep it. Where a database is found. Databases are found on most websites. Social media uses databases. Any information you place into your social media account, name, date, address, likes, dislikes, they're all going to be stored into a database with your name linked to it. Email accounts. Anytime you log into a website where you need a password, you're going to be using a database. It's going to store your password and it's going to link it to your account. So if someone else tries to use your password and they don't have it, it's not going to connect to the database. It's not going to allow them to access it. Credit card information. Anytime you store your credit card on a website, Amazon or Target, for speedy checkout, that's going to be stored in their database. Streaming services. Netflix, Hulu, Amazon Prime, all use large databases to store their movies and TV shows. And then they can compare what you're watching to other things you might watch that are in the database. So if you watch a lot of shows that involve politics, they're going to be able to recommend other shows for you from that database. Product inventory. Large websites like Amazon.com will have a limited amount of merchandise. Once someone purchases some of the merchandise, say t-shirts or socks or hats, whatever you feel like it. For this example, someone buys 5 of them, the database is going to show that 5 were purchased, and it's going to store a different number. And examples go on and on. They're used very well these days. How to create a database. Using a database management system, DBMS, it allows you to store information, add information, change information, or to retrieve information from your database. Otherwise, you would have nothing to create the database with. For this project, I've chosen to use MariaDB. After some research, this is one of the more popular database management systems. In the comments below, I have added the links, so if you feel like you want to mess around with MariaDB a little, in my second video, I'll be using it to show you how to create a simple database. The next topic I want to quickly introduce is called SQL, Structured Query Language. This is the language that communicates with databases. If anybody's taking any Java, you know you have to use certain keywords, certain words that are going to allow the computer to understand what you're saying. Database development is the same way. There's going to be certain words that you're going to want to remember, and it's going to allow you to access. Don't concentrate too much on this right now. That's more in part 2, and that will make more sense. Database development is a large topic. I've narrowed it down for this presentation, but as you can imagine, with larger companies, larger inventory, everything's multiplied. So you're going to have larger and larger databases, which are going to require multiple people to run, multiple people to keep an eye on. So it's a very large field. In order to be an expert in the field, my recommendation, they have bachelor's degrees specifically for database administration. Then information systems, or just a basic computer science degree will give you just a head start into the field. And then if you really want to be a guru, you really want to be the top in database development, they have careers in database development specialist. These are the people that companies either hire or promote from within to design, implement, and maintain their databases. Say you're interested, you saw my presentation, you want to learn more. W3 Schools, which we've used a lot this semester, has a really good tutorial that's just going to give you a basic first step into the world of database development. There is a lot of classes online, both some you have to pay for, others that are free, that will be able to give you an introduction, or check out colleges in the area. What's new in the world of database development? As far as new, database development looks at long-lasting trends. The things they've been working on the last 5 years or so is a focus on security. We've learned the hard way, and continue to learn the hard way, that without a secure platform to protect databases, there's going to be lots of leaks. Leaks. We learned it recently with Facebook. All the information that was stored on Facebook was leaked. Not everyone's, but a lot of it. So everyone's likes, dislikes, addresses, phone numbers. That's a lot of information to risk getting out there. It happened at Target a few years ago around the holiday season when their credit card information got leaked. Cloud platforms, for all purposes, are still relatively new, so they're still toying around with that. And automated management is a big one that web development is looking at. This is so you don't have to have one person constantly reviewing the database. This is going to let the database do that itself. It's going to let it update. It's going to let it change things. It's going to retrieve information all on its own. As far as myself, I chose this topic because next semester I'll be taking Intro to Database Development at MCLA, and I wanted to get almost a little bit of a heads up just so I could understand what I was getting myself into. So that's going to be the end of my part 1 of the presentation. Part 2, I'm going to show you how to build a simple database using MariaDB. So let's get started. Let's get in the game.